at 9:30 PM GMT over on the Omegon Plays channel and on Twitch. I shall be streaming some Euro Truck Simulator 2, if you're at all interested in watching me crash repeatedly, link to both below. Now today we're going to talk about a video that went somewhat viral. It got a fair amount of attention within the media, certainly not in the UK though, because we have priorities, like stuff, yeah. But the video was noticed certainly on Twitter, where a woman called Deborah Sue Culwell, well, she got herself into a little hot bother. Just to give you a little context of what she did, I'm going to play the clip of the video, and then I'm going to tell you what she did. Doesn't look too bad at first, does it? I guess it wouldn't look so bad if you didn't know that inside the bag she put in the bin were a number of puppies that were 3 days old. It was quite fortunate this man came across it and went around to the shop front. Those puppies are now in the care of some veterinary charity related people, which is fantastic. Now upon finding Deborah Culwell, she was arrested, where in her home they found not just squalid conditions which baffle anyone how she managed to live in there. That sofa, must be one of those single thread couches. See what I did there? Sofa and couch. Not the same thing either. Inside the home they also found 38 dogs. This does not include the puppies. These are now all being cared for by the Coachella Valley Animal Campus in Thousand Palms. Unfortunately they can't rehome the dogs though, because in a somewhat confusing set of rules, Deborah has to give up custody of the dogs. She has to relinquish it, which astonishes me because I believe dogs can in fact be seized in my country, so how that can't be done, or ownership revoked from the original owner, that is. And as Miss Culwell is busy being held on a $10,000 bail, it's likely they're going to be held at the Valley Animal Campus for a while. The dogs, for those who are interested, are mainly small terrier mixes with an age range from 3 months to adulthood. Another unfortunate issue arises in that these puppies would surely want to be with their mother, or it's proving difficult to find out which one was the mother. Unfortunately, the dog doesn't carry as many easy to notice stretch marks, and there are 38 dogs. Obviously we can exclude the males if there are any of them, but still that's a lot of dogs to go through to try and work out which one is the mother. And with this case, obviously the media is reporting it as alleged dumping of puppies. I hold a certain disdain towards those that abuse animals, because for me, an animal, like a child, cannot make informed decisions, cannot do certain things unless we teach them. Dogs are heavily limited, children not so much, but I just wanted to point out that they are very much reliant on us. This would obviously include puppies. They cannot stand, they can barely see, they are dependent on their mothers for quite a number of weeks. Hell, they are for quite a number of months until they fully learn how to be a dog. In that they know how to eat, they know how to poop outside once they're trained, of course, not to eat the cat crap, and how to be a good boy, as if that wasn't obvious enough. For reasons unknown to any of us, Deborah Culwell has taken in many dogs into a very small home. Now yes, they are all members of the terrier family. However, that is still 38 dogs within her home. You could argue, had this been cats, it would make a lot of sense. Crazy cat lady, cats aren't the most dependent. It is in fact easier, I guess, to manage 38 cats to 38 dogs. And reasons for hoarding such a number of animals has me wonder just how empty your life is. I do want to now tell you, I hope you suffer for what you did, because I don't know why you felt the need to dump those puppies. Was 38 your limit? And because you may have forgotten to get one neutered, you decided, probably want to dump these. I have a strict one puppy policy in this house. I swear I've seen you in Planet of the Apes. Never mind. For me, animal abuse is something that I would like to treat equal to that of any other kind of abuse, because you are taking it upon yourself to harm something that cannot understand. It certainly does not understand when you beat them, doesn't understand when you don't give them a fighting chance. If you didn't want those puppies, you could have taken them straight with the mother to a charity, or was the mother precious enough? You could give her a second chance, right? In summary, I don't care for animal abusers, and I want them to suffer. As if it wasn't obvious enough, I don't like them. With this particular case, I'm very much interested to know what you think should happen to Miss Culwell. I think perhaps being given the Ramsay treatment in his final days. is an option that many will consider. I think you should be made to live in those conditions, in a cell with as many people. That could be fun. Either that, or, and this is the more reasonable, blackballed from ever owning an animal ever again, because quite frankly, you can't be trusted. They are not a trophy. You don't collect them. They are not Pokemon. You don't leave them in a bowl and then just move on to the next one. I've had a sister that did that long ago. It is unacceptable behaviour. If you are somehow able to get released and decide to keep your animals, I think it would be a damning statement for the current system you have in place in California, that you, Miss Culwell, be allowed to keep your pets that there is no way you are capable of looking after all of without abandoning some. When people get dogs, I normally recommend they get 2, because that way if they have to go out, they at least have a dog to keep each other company. Dogs like packs. A little anecdote just for the sake of it. My sisters, between the 3 of them, have 5 dogs. 2 of those sisters only have 1 dog each, one has 3. But they've gotten to the point after 8-9 years together that they cannot, all 5 of them, be separated. They are a pack, they are a unit. They were raised together, they will die together. Okay, well, except one, because she's like 7 years old, she's really young. The point is, I can respect wanting to have a few dogs together, but there is an obvious cut-off point, and you have to be able to look after all the dogs you have. Luckily for my sisters, they have me, who has sat silently watching and caring for their pets for the last 7 years because they're fucking useless. I hope you hear this. Seriously, sort your shit out. It's pissing me off. They also have these dogs a big garden. They get treated well, they get fed well, they get looked after because I'm the one doing it. It is a simple statement of fact. If you cannot afford to look after a pet, don't have one. Hell, don't have one if you can barely afford to look after yourself, and that would include the quality of your home. Many have used the pictures of the interior of your home as a damning statement for the quality of the dog's life, but that might not be the case, because you may be spending all your money ensuring your dogs are well cared for, but because of the quality of the home, you're not actually giving them a good quality of life, because eventually once everything you've got erodes away, which it has pretty much already, you're left with dogs, and the rather new contemporary and fancy spring-exposed cushions. Sounds comfortable until one gets stuck up your ass and it twists. Anyway, this is a bit shorter than usual, but I really wanted to highlight this particular case because this person makes me sick, and she deserves to be punished for what she's done. I hope the dogs are rehomed. I hope the dogs are given a better quality of life. It's unlikely, though. There are many gaps in your system that really need to be dealt with. Right. If I don't see any of you tonight over on the Omegon Plays channel or on Twitch, both linked below, I hope you'll have a lovely Thursday, and thank you all for listening.